ended, it ran long, but also to like trying to hoof it from where I was up the stairs. It was a journey, and I was in those thigh-high leather boots, and they were heavy. So it always looked like everyone was waiting on me to get to the throne.
And I looked like that.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And I was like just a fat kid trying to make do to get up on stage.
I'm like holding off all the yeomen.
And it's just like Kyle kept being like, I'm coming.
Come on, Kyle.
So we decided, like, I think it was on Saturday was the last time when we decided on Sunday it needed to change, but we didn't have the chance to like change up the choreography. So Alexis was like, okay, so today, just for today, I need you to just die. Like, don't run up there, just die. And I'm like, cool, can do. So we get to joust. Meanwhile, at tea time that day, and I can't remember if it was 1 or 2, we like hyped it up. And I was like, this is what I've been given. It was at the first one. This is what I've been given. So everyone watch. We'll see what I decide. And I went out there and no, it wasn't a heart attack. It was.
You choked on the cucumber.
And then I was like, oh, my sciatica. And I just like ate it. So all these other people, they're getting stabbed and like, oh, my sciatica. Just lay out. And what it turned out to be that, like, yes, I was, while my running was not as fast as I would have liked it to have been, it was also that my group was choreographed by the one, the only Josh Kaknich. And he put a little bit of a lot in my choreo. But it was like, no matter what we did, we finished last. Like, everyone else was finished and running to the dice, and I'm still out there fighting demons. And then I would finish, and I would already be at a loss. And then I'm not fast by any means, but so that was, you know, the things you do at the Pennsylvania, at that place we worked.
There is no legal reason that we don't call it by name. It is just like we have collectively decided to never say it, speak it out loud.
I'm not taking any chances. Not taking any chances. But it was, man, how the mighty have. And I remember thinking to myself, one of those first like joust rehearsals, when I was running up there in those thigh-high leather boots, I was like, I had a moment where I was like, damn, did I really get that out of shape in a year? Because I was like, last year I ran across the joust field fine. You know, I mean, I wasn't, you know, Usain Bolt or anything, but I was like, I was fine. I was like, what has happened? And then I was like, it's the boots. And then I found out that the choreography just went too long. Mm-hmm. So after that, we trimmed the choreography and it was fine. Mm-hmm. But, oh man, that's when you're aware that you're a fat kid. When everyone is waiting on you and the thing that you have to do is athletic. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm telling you what.
The boots, though, I'm not gonna lie, the boots will fuck you up 3 minutes in. Like whenever I was assigned to wear like Andars, or I had well, mine were supposed to be thigh high and they never stayed up. It's almost like my custom boots were ordered wrong. Anyway, I wouldn't wear them for TOA. Mm-hmm. Like for years, even when I got assigned like Andars, you can't fight in that. I remember when I was playing the dance mistress, I had all this like gymnasty, like choreography, like cartwheels and rolls and all this stuff. I can't fucking lift the extra 5 pounds per foot to like be quick and nimble. No, it's the boots.
Finley Muir fought in Andars. I'm just saying.
Did Finley Muir do cartwheels and like 8 billion freaking rolls?
I did have to do a flip break fall at the end of my fight.
At the end?
Yeah.
I'm rolling around to like get from place to place. That was my fight with Selena, where I was driving over like quarter staffs and you shoulder rolled. Congratulations.
You did that fancy quarterstaff thing that I kept trying to learn in the back 40 and never could.
You love, yeah. It was a fun thing.
Speaking of waiting on people, like people waiting on you when you're trying to complete something athletic, back in February, we did a makeshift 5K in the Graceland Cemetery.
So cute.
All of my friends are faster than me, and I was the only one running monthly 5Ks. I was so mad about it. I was like, I'm not even close. Everybody is lapping me. I'm not even close. Like,
it's like playing Mario Kart, and when you play by yourself, you consecutively number one, and then you throw real people in the mix, and you're like, I'm in 12.
Oh, I don't know that problem. I don't have that problem. I don't
Get him,
Katie.
Alexis, people want to know how your shoulder is healing.
You have 9 seconds. 8 seconds.
Katie, it's really good. They found a huge tear. They sutured it. I have 5 ankles.
The IT crowd.
So you had 5 sutures. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, Venmo is the IT crowd.
No, I can't believe I made you do that.
What?
Brandon Bloomer, I remember a Rain finale in 2019 when Jonathan had left his hat in the costume room. He asked me if I could go get it for him, and I was more than happy to, but it meant that I had to run from one end of the Shire to the other in my Andars. It was brutal.
Wow, Jonathan,
You diva, Jonathan.
I'm telling you. Oh my God. Why did you agree to that?
This whole time.
Okay. I like the clarification that I didn't make you asked and you said yes. But here's the thing. You should have looked at me and been like, you don't need that hat. So,
Alexis, please finish your story.
My shoulder's good. I'm 2 weeks post-op now. Sleeping is really hard. I sleep on that recliner back there, right there. But Smo has taken it over. We call it her princess throne.
Oh.
I sleep in like 3 and 4 hour increments because it's like super uncomfortable. But I'm doing really minor PT. I'm doing well. So I'll be out sling in 2 more weeks. And
Sounds like you're getting more sleep than usual.
Yeah.
Kind of. Except it's like I'll sleep like for 4 hours at night, and then I'll wake up and then be like go to the gym because I'm back in the gym now, and then I'll like come home and sleep for like 5 hours because doing what used to be my warm up like completely exhausts me. So like time, I have no idea what day it is or the date and I don't, it's all gone. So it's gone, but I'm good. Thanks for asking and for listening.
It's the first rule of improv: listening.
What'd you say?
Mm-hmm. So welcome everybody to Improv Technology. That's us. We're going to do an improv show for you all tonight.
Sure.
My name is Jeff Wolfall. I'm your host. I am joined by 3 of my fabulous friends who are some of the best improvisers that I have ever met. Let me introduce them for you right now. Always riding the cyclone, it's Katie Hope Noble.
I knew it was going to be me. I love this musical, guys. If you've not listened to it, it's essentially Cats, but much. Actually, I would say a better, like a more constructed plot. Like you kind of know a little bit more about what's going on. A lot of fun.
The fact that it starts with "It's like Cats."
It's great. It's a great show.
Oh, was it Twister theme tonight?
Next up, the eyebrows of the hurricane. It's Alexis Amarante.
Oh, no, it wasn't me.
Because the eyebrows would still be a dangerous part. And finally, his aorta puts the torn in tornado.
No!
It's Jonathan Hambley.
Jesus! Oh my God! You know what? That's.
I want a compilation of like Jeff. I swear, the last like 3 or 4 months, your intros for Jonathan have been freaking savage. They've been so good. I want a compilation.
You know who's gonna have to edit that compilation?
Me.
Dan Gualtieri. Dan, get
Here's the thing. You've put it out there. It's going to happen now. Like it's yeah.
Look, Dan has said if we ever need editing stuff done that I can't do or don't want to do, that he would do it. So there you go, Dan. You have your first assignment.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Let's see. Evelyn recently told Erin that when she gets older, she wants to style her eyebrows, and I wanted to talk to Alexis.
Happy to do it. Really happy to do it. I used to pluck all of the eyebrows of people in comments.
I used to think that Alexis's eyebrows were just that good. Like, I genuinely thought she was just blessed with that eyebrow.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm not even fucking with you. I'm genuinely not. I tweeze like very barely underneath, and that's it.
Yeah, I didn't even think you did any tweezing at all. I thought you literally woke up this way every day.
I mostly do. I just get strays every now and then. I didn't have to shave
these. Me the one time you were like, "Oh yeah, I tweeze a little bit," and I was like, "Excuse me."
My whole life.
That's what I mean.
Like, Katie, not to brag, but I also wake up like this every morning.
I
Where
know
are your eyebrows?
We're so lucky that you do.
I will say the one positive of that is when I did Murder Mystery and I was Georgia Fitzgerald and I had to put like makeup on. I where are my eyebrows? There was no reference, so I could put them anywhere I wanted to.
I was about to be so freaking mean just now.
What stops you? Like I hate when y'all do this when you're like, I was about to be so mean. Bitch, when are you not?
When I tell you that I'm refraining from being mean, that's when I'm not being mean.
Great. And then I beg for it, and then you can come back and tell me that, like, oh, well, you wanted this.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
This sounds
what it is.
I can only tell when you're surprised when you get extra wrinkles in your forehead.
We have ignored the yapometer long enough, gang. Let's start with our first game.
Sure.
I'm surprised.
And maybe by the time we loop back around, Alexis will feel like being mean to Jonathan again. But our first game... What was that, Katie?
I said Alexis has to get her strength up.
Exactly. Our first game is going to be a game that we have started calling Questions Only Alphabet. We have mashed up two already challenging improv games into one master challenging game. They have to do a scene where they speak only in questions, and each line starts with the next consecutive letter of the alphabet. So, to get them all started, we're going to start with Alexis and Katie. Jonathan's going to go away for a hot second. And your scene... your suggestion is that it takes place in a cemetery. And since this suggestion comes from Erin Gualtieri, we'll start on the letter E.
Ew! Why would you bring me to such a gross place?
Shit, get me out.
Freaky, isn't it?
God, why do you do this to me all the time?
Halloween is my favorite. That's a statement.
I love when you get yourselves out.
Hello, Z, falls not tonight, do it not.
It do, but answer me this. Is that not your uncle's grave?
Jimothy James says I live in Brave.
Killed with a baseball bat, was he not?
Down.
Lordy be, that sounds about right. That Jesus.
Let me hear you say that again.
Must you got something in your ear there?
No, I don't.
Never been to this side of Compton, have you?
Oh, but who isn't up for a good adventure now and then?
What's the... P.U. stinks, doesn't it?
Quite.
Queen sent you with the best royalty, didn't she?
Royals can be quite finicky, can't they?
Say, you ever think about dying?
Tilly, what are you on about?
Underground would be a good place to live with all the bones, don't you think?
Verily, right?
No.
Verily?
What say you to a little bit of hangman?
Excellent. My first guess is tea.
You've been reading my mind because I sold teas.
Ow.
V?
Z.
Wait, no, what?
Z! That was it, isn't it?
Statement.
Z?
Hey, don't you look at that now. All the hangman's little body's been put up, ain't they?
B?
Could you guess again?
D?
Don't you know it? There's a few of them there, huh?
E?
That's the end of the game.
Damn, Katie, stellar setup.
Yeah.
There you go, hangman. I cheat every time, and I write the alphabet right here because I'm a little bit too dyslexic
It didn't
to
help you that
remember
first
it.
time, did it?
Y'all had a good flow going, like in the middle there.
You mean to tell me the time that I got on Verily, I could have just made that a question?
Yeah.
Well, Jeff was kind enough to let a lot of my statements slide, which is an net.
For
I
some
also like
reason-
the sudden shift into
In
Cockney
accent.
when you decided to character match each other at one point.
That was my bad, because I started off as like a gross out teenage girl, and then Katie was like Cockney, and I was like, I like Cockney.
It just feels comfortable, like an old sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do feel it insensitive that we were playing Hangman in a graveyard.
I
Why?
was trying to get underground.
They already dead.
Hey, Dad,
I tell you, he dead.
it perished.
For some reason, the alphabet makes this game so much easier for me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
See, the alphabet isn't what trips me up. It's the questions.
I actually forgot we were playing questions only. I thought we were only playing the alphabet game. So when we started, I said something like, why would you bring me to a place like this? And then I was like, oh, terrible improv, starting off with a question. I was like mad at
perfect
myself.
game.
What are you doing?
That's good improv. You're opening with an attitude. It gives your partner information.
I
You set the place.
that
Mhm.
reminds me, talking about improv. I told Jeff about this. I found out about this Australian television show called "Where's Thank God
Thank
You're
God
Here,"
you're here.
and it is they bring in like a comedian or whatever. They put them in a costume. They don't tell them anything other than what they're wearing, and then they push them through a door, and they come in the middle of a scene, and the people just go, "Thank God you're here." And I watched one where they put this woman in like an outfit on a bicycle and pushed her through the door, and she was in the middle of a scene from Call the Midwife. And it led at the end to an exorcism. The woman was, I don't remember what the woman who was giving birth said. And
The line is your mother sucked. No, right?
no, it wasn't that. But she said, it was like she repeated some words or whatever, and she goes, "Ladies, she's talking out her head again. We know what this means. Demonic possession." And one of them was this woman walked into like a scene on a spaceship, and she goes, "Oh, mate, if you're here, who's watching the kids?" And it's so good. I just love the concept. I think it's a very fun interesting thing.
That could be. I'll bet we could do that. Like, because you take somebody out of the room entirely and then bring them back in, and they just have to make the scene happen.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Mhm.
true.
Look, it's like on Dropout, they have the show Very Important People. It's just the hot seat game that we make fair actors play, but with full costume and makeup.
Excellent.
Yes, Alexis?
I would like to address 2 comments. Thanks, Maeve, for saying the alphabet for all of us. And also, Jonathan is not in an abusive relationship with me. We, Tea Time, are in an abusive relationship with each other because I'll take cheap shots, Jonathan, all day. And then when Jonathan decides to be mean, he will like air out my like deepest, darkest secrets, like in front of a whole crowd. So. It's mutual though.
It is mutual.
Mutual, and it's a respect thing also.
Yeah. So don't y'all go trying it.
I just need to say that.
No one's mean to me because I'm sensitive.
No, it's because you're a ray of sunshine, and I would feel terrible if I were mean to you.
And I'm very
kind of impossible to be mean to you.
It is kind of impossible to be mean.
Damn it. I'll be meaner.
I'll help
Don't
you.
bully me. Okay.
We'll start with the eyebrows.
Oh my
It
god!
was
Can you imagine someone straps you down and just starts tweezing your eyebrows? Oh.
You would never know what that would be like.
I knew it was coming. As soon as I said what I said, in my mind, I was like, damn, I wouldn't know what that feels like. And then
You know what else everyone knows is coming?
Uh-oh.
Our
Hey,
Venmo.
yo.
If you want to support us, then Venmo us at the IT Crowd. We very much appreciate it. But also, the next game is Weird Newscasters. We all knew that was coming, or maybe we didn't. At least I knew that was coming. In this game, I am going to be anchoring a nightly news program. This is going to be my news team. Alexis is going to be my co-anchor. And Alexis has just found out that I've been cheating on her with another co-anchor.
Yikes.
Katie is going to be sports. Katie is the first ever Polly Pocket.
Oh, wow.
Oh, big honor.
And then Jonathan is doing the weather. Jonathan is Bugs Bunny desperately trying to not shit his pants. All right, so I'm going to hit the news music in a bit, and we'll begin the game. Good evening and welcome to the 722 News. I'm your anchor, Bern DeBread. Today's top story, the 5th of a walk-up in Brooklyn. Now, here with the breaking coverage is my co-anchor, Esther Tees. Esther?
Thank you, Bern. Pleasure to be here, as always. Happy to
Glad
be here.
to have you.
Happy to be working with you, you know. And I just really want to take this moment to say how grateful I am to be working with you.
Feelings mutual, Esther.
Is it?
Yeah?
Interesting. Can I just hear you do the handover one more time to me?
Sure. And now, here with our breaking news is my co-anchor, Esther Tees.
Okay, so interesting. So you never used to say "and now," but I do know that the girl on Channel 5 prefers her intro to say "and now" and then her name. So I just think that it's interesting that you've started saying "and now." Anything to say about that?
Well, you know, just sometimes we see things that we want to try, you know, that work for other people, and we think maybe it works for us.
And so are you also seeing, I don't know, her and seeing her, I don't know, in my co-anchor seat?
Look, Esther, you know that no one could ever replace you in that chair.
It's funny that you say that, but I also, you've said to me so many times, you know, no one could ever do the news how you do. No one could ever have the same sign on as you do. And yet here you are, just changing things up. I just think it's funny.
Esther, I think maybe we should kick it over to sports with our very own Donna Hockenberry. Donna?
You're on mute, Donna.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Donna Hockenberry, your sports newscaster. I've as many of you know, I'm only like 5 inches tall, and I'm having a bit of trouble because I've somehow made it onto the basketball court, and I cannot run fast enough because my shoes are too heavy. But it's an excellent day at the Knicks, and it's really good to see you, Mr. Anchorman. It's very good to see you indeed. I didn't realize that she was our co-anchor still, but the Knicks are doing pretty well today, and I think, oh God, it's so loud. When is this game gonna be over? Oh no, my cameraman is leaving. So let me see if I can get up on the court. Okay, so. The Knicks are doing really well today. They're playing against the Dragons, but no one has a better Dragon than our main anchor right here. We are so blessed to have him here today. I've never seen anybody bigger, but of course I'm only 5 inches tall, so that's really not saying a lot.
That's great.
In other news, sports accessories. So we have, the Gladiator sandal, which is what a lot of our athletes like to relax in. Nothing, this is way too big for me. Oh God. And it stinks.
Yeah, it's probably the co-anchor from number 5.
It's an Olympic season. The Gladiator sandal is very relevant.
Up next in sports, we're going to try, speaking of the Olympics, we're going to go for gold at the gymnastics, but hopefully it's miniature because I don't think I could last on the mats for very long.
Well, you're doing great. Thanks so much for your work there, Donna.
I'll see you
catch
later.
up with you later.
We are going to talk about this at home.
I think that was a very illuminating sportscast.
Sure. I think so as well.
Well, things are looking a little stormy here in the news station, which reminds me we should probably check on weather with our very own Carrie Whittles. Carrie?
Yeah. What's up, Bern?
Good to see you, Carrie. What's going on up in the atmosphere?
Lots of stuff going on up there. Oh, Esther. What's up, Esther?
Does everyone know? Was I the last to know?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. But what's up, Doc? Yeah, I don't know.
Esther, come on.
We got a cold front coming in. Clearly,
you're telling me.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then things are gonna get a little bit.
You all right there, Carrie?
Well, it's fine. It's fine. We just got a little bit of. There's a big storm coming. Ooh, I don't know if I can hold it back. Ooh, it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be heavy. Yeah, it's gonna be wet. Ooh, it's gonna storm. Oh my God, you get that feeling and oh, that's okay. Yeah, the storm's passed. It's gonna be a quick one. It's gonna be like little pat-a-tat-tats, and that's Oh, we're good. It's just a tornado watch. It's not yet the tornado warning. We're just the conditions are right, but they're not quite in order. But Bern, I'm gonna have to. All
right. Thank you, Carrie. And I took myself out instead of Carrie.
Wouldn't that have been preferred?
Look, Esther. Yes, I have been seeing. We've been reviewing other candidates because we want to promote you to an hourly news program as the anchor.
What?
Co-anchor no more. They actually want to put you in prime time.
Oh my God, this is so touching, and I would love to accept if I hadn't just accepted the head anchor position at Channel 5.
And that's the game.
It's surprisingly easy to make storm analogies to needing the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Like, not heavy and wet.
It's terrible. I was like off to the side still watching because I wanted to watch you do that, and I was making all kinds of faces. Also, Ronnie was the star. I'm sorry.
I'm not clever enough to figure. I wanted to do a forced perspective and I didn't do it right.
No, you did.
Good with the sandal.
Well, because I figured it out eventually. But
Ronnie being like,
You know what they say? Never work with kids or animals. That's
true.
Just to where all those suggestions came from, they all came from our suggestion post during the week. Thank you to everyone that responded. Let's see. Finding out that I had been cheating on you with another co-anchor came from Erin Gualtieri. Thank you, Erin. Polly Pocket, first ever Polly Pocket, came from Evelyn Gualtieri. So thank you, Evelyn. And then Bugs Bunny, desperately trying to not poop his pants, came from Debbie Garland. So thank you, Debbie.
Oh, Debbie.
Oh.
Debbie. So many Debbies.
All the Debbies.
love them.
We got Debbie Garland, Debbie Hamlin, Little Debbie.
Big Deborah.
Big Deborah.
Debbie Downer.
Debbie Bryan.
Debbie Reynolds. We did it.
You did
That's
it.
all the Debbies.
We did it.
That's it. We've listed every Debbie that's ever
Debbie
existed.
We've done it.
My sister's named Deborah, but she doesn't like to be called Debbie. So
My
we're
bus
gonna have that
driver for I think my entire like schooling career, because it was the same route. Her name was Debbie Rogers.
one.
She's the nicest lady.
Good name.
Relative of Mr.
You know it. That was her husband.
It was a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Well, what do we got next?
Well, next up, we're gonna keep the games a rolling with the game of Whose Line. So in this game, these three are going to be acting out a scene, and you all suggested lines that are going to pop up at different times during the scene, and they don't know what these lines are beforehand, so they'll find out when we all find out. So to get you started, this suggestion comes from Debbie Willis Hamlin. Someone forgot to reserve the wedding venue.
Oh.
And whenever you're ready, action.
Hi, how many for your table?
I'm sorry. Just can you give us 1 second?
Sure.
Why is she asking for the table? We should have this whole day booked out.
No, sweetie. I know. It's just, well, I didn't want to tell you till we got here, and because I didn't want it to be a problem until it was a problem. But there might have been a bit of miscommunication.
Have you guys never been to Olive Garden before? It's pretty common. Not a lot of people have been here.
Yeah, this is our first.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never been. Can you tell us about it?
So it's usually nice to have a reservation, especially on a Sunday, because like lots of families are coming in from church or like their Wiccan celebrations. And then they come here and we offer so many things. Some people even get married here.
Yeah, I think I've heard about you all. Like when you're on TV, you've got that slogan that's
I know it by heart. Our slogan, hold on to your butts at the Olive Garden.
Yeah, just excuse us 1 more second.
Sure. It's a public space.
Yeah, can I see you back here?
I swear to God, if we cannot fit all 200 people that we invited to our wedding in here today, I am going to end you. I should have listened to my mother, what she said about you. I should have listened when she told me chicken butt.
Listen, Elizabeth, now is not the time for name calling. All right. I am your single, only one maid of honor. All right. And you have to understand there was so much to plan.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't help but overhear you say chicken butt. So we only let butt into our slogan, but we prefer if our patrons really stuck to a very strict moral code that we refer to as the code of cowabunga, dude. So if you could please reframe all of your swears, including butt, unless you're using it in the slogan, hold on to your butts, and replace it with the cowabunga. That would be best.
Listen, I understand. Thank you so much. We are in a bit of a crisis here, and I am.
This is a public space.
Yes, I know. And it's just like I told you outside before we came in. I'd like to make it a true daily double. All right?
You're going to come back here again after this? You have 2 weddings after this?
I just meant that,
We only have the one wedding booked for today.
What? Which wedding? Oh my.
Hamilton Carlson wedding.
That's not us. I am going to just. This is the last time I do a maid of honor for hire. I am going to write the worst Yelp review, and the first thing I'm going to say on there is, I'm more confused than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles.
Oh,
listen. Okay, I know that, quality has gone down since they've had the big rebrand at Angie's List, and I could not get work on TaskRabbit. Okay, so I had to settle for Yelp, all right? But you're the one who doesn't have any friends. You had to hire a maid of honor. I mean, my God, your mom met me, took one look at me, and all she said was, Ferb, I know what we're going to do today.
I know how it feels to not have any friends. No one has spoken to me since I ate that whole snake. I looked at him right in the eye and I said, may the force be with you. Do you need a friend today?
You know what? Yes, I do. And I just want to say, I'm done with you, Anne-Marie. And I would like to ask you, Olive Garden hostess.
Yes.
To be my maid of honor.
I absolutely
no. Listen.
And that's the scene.
You one of them Pentecostals from Appalachia, ain't you?
I ate it. A snake is only venomous. It is not poisonous. Poisonous means you eat it. Venomous means it bite you.
That's very true. That's very true.
You can eat a whole snake.
It's like the funniest thing. I was like, he didn't even put a lineup. You just offered up this information that
I took a moment where I was like, have we talked about this before? Is this a callback? No, this is new information.
We're still world building here.
Like, here's the thing. I got fired from my one job tonight, and I'm still more interested in you and the snake. That's the Olive Garden effect, people. That is why every instance in your life, sad, happy, take it to the Olive Garden.
I went to
an Olive Garden.
It's against my religion as an Italian.
That
Same.
makes sense. That scans.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say, Katie?
I was gonna say that's where we went for senior prom. It was the fanciest place, and it was an hour and a half away.
That's so funny.
We went to Texas Roadhouse. Not Texas.
Ooh!
No, not Texas. Longhorn Steakhouse.
That's with the peanuts on the ground, right? No, that's Shiloh's.
That's Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, that's Texas.
That's Texas.
That's Five Guys.
Texas.
I was gonna say.
Ain't no hold up.
The words are peeling off my sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Peeling the words off.
Ooh.
Now you're going to lose your security deposit.
You have to give that back.
They said as soon as I'm done with it, I'm allowed to burn it because they know how
Nice.
it's freaking sex.
Could you imagine if you got to heaven and Jesus was like, "No, you're not getting your security deposit back."
And then they take away your eyebrows. And then they kick you.
I've only got so much to lose.
My
I've got.
eyebrows.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Next game.
All right. Our next game is a game that we call Scenes from the Internet Void.
Woo.
Whose line is it anyway? Has scenes from a hat, but none of us are wearing hats. We just have the void of the internet from which we draw our inspiration. And a lot of times that void includes you all as well. So these are just a bunch of improvisational prompts that they're going to play around a little bit with. So starting off, if a child's drawing could talk.
Hello, here I am, but I'm gonna go to the store, and then once I get to the store, I think that when I go inside, then I will go in there and I will look at all of the fruits, and then maybe if there is fruit, the good fruit, then I will go in and then I will eat the oranges. But if I don't like oranges, then maybe there is also apples in there, and then once I go get the apple.
Hi. I'm Billy Sleep Paralysis, David. You really got my likeness right.
Incredible. Oh, another one from Alexis. Nice. All right, next one. Rejected advertising slogans for libraries.
Oh.
Have a public library. Get booked in both ends. Wait.
Last call.
No, I don't.
The public library. You'll love it here.
The public library. Live out your ASMR kink.
Oh, yes. Delightfully disturbing. What Beaker from the Muppets has really been trying to say this whole time?
Don't you understand? There is a deep sadness in us all, and we must work through it. We must follow the spirit inside us that bid us live. Live, damn it, live!
Bravo. Jonathan?
Kill John Lennon.
I just put a very similarly disturbing thing.
Oh, I know what it is. That's literally, I was like, I can't say that one, but I want to, but I can't.
All right, and the last
no,
one.
Another one.
Oh, another one. Okay.
In the criminal justice system, so they should be considered especially heinous.
Yeah.
All right, and last one. Inappropriate behavior for a surgeon.
Hey, you mind if I just root around in there for a little bit?
All right, so from my understanding, I'm just gonna keep going until I hear the buzz and your nose lights up.
Scalpel?
Well done. Katie?
So the last thing I dissected was a cat. It didn't work, but I think I'm excited to do this autopsy. How about you?
Hey, you guys, watch this. If I piss in his bladder, it'll come out the catheter.
Ew.
I'm really sorry, sir, but the MRI showed that you do, in fact, have shit for brains.
Oh. Lunch?
I love the idea of lunch. I could go for meatloaf.
All right, we're gonna call the game there. Well done, everybody.
We don't clap enough for ourselves.
You don't. You really don't. Come on. It's like I'm your only audience out here, gang.
It's like the Wendy Williams show. Clap if you want them to suffer.
Is that something Wendy Williams says?
Yes. It's God, Wendy Williams. Wild times.
Oh, good night, Maeve.
Good night,
Love
Maeve.
you too. Like, libraries. We carry kink porn.
They just won't let you advertise it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Real
I
sick.
guess knowingly.
Honestly, if they really want a resurgence in the libraries, that's how you get it.
Well, there's enough. If there's not enough for you, Venmo us the IT crowd, and we'll be funnier.
You beat me to it, Katie. Well done.
The werewolves and the dragons. Oh my god. What will they have sex with next? Well, there was that one person who had sex with the ride at Knoebels.
What?
What?
Yeah, hang on.
I'm Knoebel.
I know there was someone that married a ride at Knoebels. Did they shtup the ride?
Oh yeah.
Did they consummate the marriage?
That's how That's how you lock it in.
I thought you keep that shit locked down.
You lock it in.
My favorite part
Strap
of that
on.
is where they're like, I like
Strap
ladies.
in and strap on.
Okay. All right. I will say this is, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'll say it in the after show when they're all gone.
If you want us to live tweet what he says in the after show, Venmo us these guys.
Yeah. We get a lot. I'll also say what I said in the private chat, which is
all right. Let's move on to another game. We're rolling along quite heartily, and I appreciate it. But we're gonna do some ding. This is a game where they are going to be acting out a scene, and anytime I want them to change the last thing that they said, they'll see this picture.
yes.
I love her.
I love her so much.
I love her too. I'm so proud of her. She's so good today.
I like this one.
Good.
She was so good.
Hey,
Yeah,
like,
do you have the stressed out one where her fingers are doing weird things?
Yes.
yay!
Would you prefer that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's how I
could
feel.
also
When
always
oh
be
god,
this
I gotta
one.
think of something else.
Well,
But an actor.
I am.
All right. So to get you all started with this scene, your suggestion comes from Dan Gualtieri. Thank you, Dan. Y'all are dumpster diving. Whenever you're ready.
Hello, welcome to my dumpster. Would you like to dive in?
Well, I don't want to speak for both of us, but I think that we would. Is there a fee?
No, this is dumpster diving. You take what you like, but at a cost. That's not money.
And here I thought at Pigeon Forge we would only get the Dolly Parton experience.
They call me Danny Taintum. They call me Dolly Donton. They call me the wizard of the garbage behind the pretzel stand. They call me Ed.
Well, Ed, mystical. I have to tell you, this is not my first time dumpster diving. One time I was down in Aruba and we were dumpster diving, and I just found the prettiest set of clip-on earrings, and I just found the prettiest collection of left sneakers that one could ever find.
Listen, I gotta admit, Ed, this is unfortunately my first rodeo. Now, just because I haven't gone dumpster diving doesn't mean I've done other things. I mean, I've gone thrifting, and I've gone spelunking, and I've gone scuba diving.
Yeah.
We did last night in town. We did the Ripley's, believe it or not. Actually, we did the Titanic experience. Yeah, we stopped in at the local grocer and got some crab legs.
And let me tell you, raw crab legs are hard to eat.
Especially when you don't skin them. Especially when they've still got life.
You're very right, but you seem very brave. So dive in whenever you're ready. But first, you must answer these riddles 3.
Oh,
love a puzzle. I love an enigma. I call me the Riddler. I can't get over it. I love you should. All right, Ed, lay them on me.
You should see her with crosswords. I'm telling you, the New York Times doesn't stand a chance.
Riddle number 1. Who is Top Banana? Riddle number 1. I see with an eye. I eat with a ring. I go ding, 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 ding.
Is it the little wiener dog from that 90s show? I knew it.
I told you. She's a natural. She's a natural.
I love these.
The second riddle is more of a multiple choice.
Sure.
The second riddle is more of a tap routine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tap.
Are we talking like finger tap, or do I got to get these hoofs a hoofing?
It's a tap routine.
Okay.
Go.
I got the first one, so this one's on you.
Okay. Well, I think I'll start with a shuffle off to Buffalo, and then I'll do some crimp rolls, and then a triple time step, and bring it on home with a Shirley Temple.
Give it to him, Mary Beth.
I will, Jezebel.
Mary Beth, Jezebel, you've delighted me. Third riddle.
Yeah.
How many pairs of underwear am I currently wearing? Here's your third riddle. If Dolly Parton is in East Tennessee and Elvis is in West Tennessee, how quickly will they get on the train together?
Oh, well, is it a train going east at 20 miles an hour?
It is.
Oh.
And what is Elvis wearing?
Oh, you know, just big old jugs of milk. Oh, you know, a flashy sequin gown full of buffalo meat.
Oh, his classic. All right.
Yes.
Well, in that case, the buffalo meat will probably weigh him down.
Right.
So,
And Dolly's got those big old jugs.
oh, she has the milk. Oh, I see what you mean. All right. And one last question. What company is the train running under?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. It's Elon Musk's get him there quick, but only one way. Oh, that's an excellent question. It's Fred Flintstone's Speedy 545.
Oh?
Oh, that's an excellent question. It's just two birds and a coconut. Oh, that's an excellent question. It's unicycles driven by chimpanzees. Oh, that's an excellent question. It's that's a human centipede that they just roll across. That's an excellent question. They're actually in Taylor Swift's private jet. I lied about the train.
And that's the scene.
Jesus.
Oh.
Good job, Katie.
I could have kept. I was gonna keep that going for a very long time.
And I would have helped.
Just the idea, though, of two tourists in Pigeon Forge just wanting the experience and being trapped by this mysterious person in a garbage can
behind a pretzel stand.
Mm-hmm.
What a funny scene. That was fun.
I loved it. I loved it.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves.
We just wanted to give you a review, Jeff.
All right. Well, we're slowly running out of time, so we got to keep this improv train rolling. Our penultimate
it's an improv human centipede. Thank you very much.
It's just the improv.
Keep this improv human centipede munching.
Why would you say that?
Oh,
you brought human centipede into this. Not
Don't
me.
say me. That was Knoble.
That's good.
No one said munchin.
In the morning.
Oh, why did you say munchin?
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
What did Sally say?
Munchin.
Tasting,
What does the human
nibbling.
centipede say? Munch, 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 munch.
Ah!
Depraved. Oh my God.
Oh man. Well, our next game, y'all get to be the depraved ones because we're gonna play in a game of interrogation. In this game, Jonathan has committed a heinous, depraved crime, and Alexis and Katie are the only ones who can get Jonathan to confess. So Jonathan's gonna go away so he doesn't know what he's done. So here's what happened. Jonathan waved at someone that he thought was waving at him, but was actually waving at the person behind him.
Fantastic.
And he didn't do it any old place. He did it at a winery.
Okay.
And his accomplice was C3PO.
Cool.
And those suggestions came from Aaron Gualtieri, Darian Claypool, and Brianna Bloomer and roommate Nikki. So thank you all for that.
Nikki.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready for this, Danny.
I'm going to go away. Jonathan's going to come in, and justice will be served.
Hi, I'm artificial intelligence cop Katie. Can't wait.
We're running this new program. You're gonna have to bear with me. Us, I guess.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a seat? This is gonna be. You're
A
gonna be here
seat
for a while.
is a place where you put your rear.
Yes, AI Katie. Skip.
Oh, Your Miranda rights are as follows.
No. Paul, mute. All right, buddy. So I assume this is something that you've done multiple times.
Yeah.
You seem like the type. But the fact that you got caught is the issue, right? It's not that this is your first offense.
It is not his first offense. It is, in fact, his 900th offense.
Okay, this bitch knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, lay it on him, AI.
This has happened to you across your lifetime 937 times. You've been embarrassed every single time.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. Yeah. I bet you didn't even recognize this person, but you thought you had that moment in your head. You were like, hang on, do I know them? I better reciprocate just in case. And then
Thought that they were quite attractive and was hoping.
oh my God, that's fucking worse.
That's okay, AI. If you could please take the volume down to a 2.
How's this?
Great, thank you.
God damn it, you're gonna trigger my ASMR kink.
I can't help that I waved back at someone in public who was not waving at me.
You loser. Write it down.
That's okay. Listen, doing what I can.
Part of the confession.
All right, AI Katie, I can't with volume 6.
It has to be in your own handwriting.
Okay, I'm writing it down. That's okay.
But the location is concerning. One could hope that perhaps it was a mistake, but the point in his blood was only 0.
Oh, interesting, AI Katie. You're getting a little sassy with it. I appreciate it. All right.
From you, I love you.
Well, listen, with the whispering, we could go somewhere.
I
Anyway,
need you to take a moment. That's
no, shut up.
AI.
Yes, Jonathan.
Oh,
You
do you love her?
We are talking about you now and the
That's right.
location of your crime.
Don't
Please,
change the subject.
officer.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a little on the office goss, you know?
So were you waving just willy-nilly? Were you waving everybody because I don't know, you felt like the place just like allowed for it? Were you feeling a type of way? Had you been, having a few tastings?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know me. They call me the Costco sample queen.
Particular location, you rated it on Yelp as too sweet but drinkable.
Listen, the whole world doesn't need to know my wine preferences. Okay?
If you're gonna wave your arms about all crazy like, it seems like you want the whole world.
It's part of the process when you're tasting. Okay, swirl, baby, swirl.
Write it down, you sicko.
God, just doing a wine tasting. Thought someone was waving at me. Thought I was gonna get the whole like we saw you from across the bar, like your vibe.
All right.
You would have if you looked the other direction.
Oh no.
I'm sure you're stressing out now that you're gonna be spending some time in jail. We will work out a deal with you. We'll give you some time off from your jail time if you will give up your accomplice. All right.
Never.
What?
Never.
I don't know. Well, for all you know, we've got them in the other room and they're spilling all the tea on you.
We do, and we did. We uploaded it from their butt already.
That's why you're in here. You guys do you know each other?
we were brothers, but he adopted that stupid affectation and starred in that movie with Mark Hamill.
So he's the taller one, or is he the little one? Because I don't know.
He's the taller one. The little one, we got freaky once.
All right, get it, AI Katie.
That's great.
So
Did you make the little one scream like, wow? That's.
Where do you think he learned it from?
Oh wow. Okay, so you're.
But you corrupted his sidekick, his tall, platinum, gold sidekick.
Yeah, the amalgamation of letters and numbers is.
It's the stupidest name.
Yeah.
Mine's just AI.
Listen, okay. I got a little wine drunk with my friend C3PO.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, he's a good wingman, okay? You know, I saw someone across the bar. They were waving at me, and I was like, I don't know. Are they? And C3PO was like, yes. And so I just, I went for it, okay? You can't blame me for that.
Right.
So really, it's C3PO's fault.
Write it down. Write it down.
Yeah.
For the record, you must now repeat your crime, location, and accomplice.
All right. Okay, I hope you're recording.
Nope, she is. You can tell.
Yep. I waved back at someone who wasn't waving at me while I was at a wine tasting, wine bar, wine sampling, whatever you want to call it. And I was with C3PO.
All right. Oh my God, you killed her. Sweet.
All right. Well done.
Having you be AI was fun.
That was fun.
It was a very fun, big choice.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen, guys. Watch out.
Were you improving?
First you ate that snake and now this?
No, the snake, the riddles, and now this.
Katie's on fire.
God,
Watch out, man. Katie's going to make this a real improv show
listen,
again.
you have taken us from a Pentecostal church in Appalachia to a garbage can behind a Pretzel Hut in Pigeon Forge, and now the future. What's next?
Probably a pizza.
Well, let me tell you what's next.
Probably a pizza.
Our final game, which is I Like My Partners. We're going to speed round it because it's 8:02. We're 2 minutes over time already. So here we go. First one, I like my partners like I like my grocery store.
Oh, I like my partners like I like my grocery store. Big old buggies.
I like my partners like I like my grocery store. Giant.
Hey.
Good.
I like my partners like I like my grocery store. Wheelchair accessible.
I like my partners like I like my grocery store. Pills are in the back.
I like my partners like I like my grocery store. There's so much milk.
I like my partners like I like my grocery store. Not afraid to ask for help.
I like my partners like I like my grocery stores. Keeping rotisserie chickens hot.
I like my partners like I like my grocery store. There's so much to choose from.
I like my partners like I like my grocery stores. In one specific section, in varying times, they rain a little.
Next one. I like my partners like I like my paintings.
I like my partners like I like my paintings. Esoteric and unattainable.
I like my partners like I like my paintings. Still a little bit wet.
I like my partners.
Oh, go ahead.
I like my partners like I like my paintings by hand.
Oh.
I like my partners like I like my paintings stretched across a canvas.
Hey, yo.
I like my partners like I like my paintings. Framed.
I like my partners like I like my paintings. Hung.
Hey.
It's New York.
All right, last one.
I had one more.
Go
I
for
like
it.
my paintings like I like my partners like I like my paintings. The older the better.
Hey. All right, last one. I like my partners like I like my zoo.
Zoo or Zoom?
Zoo, Z-O-O. I like my partners like I like my zoo. Wild.
Oh.
I like my partners like I like my zoo. Ethically irresponsible.
I like my partners like I like my zoo. There's snow cones available.
I like my partners like I like my zoos. The thrill of being eaten followed by Dippin' Dots.
I like my partners like I like my zoos. Every time I explore, I find something new.
I like my partners like I like my zoo. Every now and then I go,
I like my partners like I like my zoo. Free to enter, and there's so much to do inside.
Nice.
Hey, yo.
And that's the game.
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight for this episode of Improv Technology. As always, if you enjoyed what you saw, and even if you didn't, our Venmo is open. We learn nothing from failure. Any of you have anything you want to say from the people at home?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
That's honestly sums it up.
That's what my lower back tattoo says.
The IT Crowd.